Hello, greetings. This is Gilles. I'm coming here to continue to speak briefly about a short video about those spiritual ideas. And the first idea I wanted to bring is that you can ask your spirit, your creator, to create this vaccine, this infusion of spiritual light within all your cells. For it will in order to create this crystalline shield around your cell, which will make you immune to most illness, or all illness even. And so it is important to ask for if we can ask that the light be distributed in all chakra systems, and we cannot ask for to put light into every cell, because there are trillions of them, billions of them, maybe even trillions of them but we can ask that all our cells be imbued with this divine light, and just an exercise we ask and we will receive. Sometimes we may receive it while we sleep, because we're not conscious enough to receive such an intensity of light, and ask to receive that regularly, to ask this infusion of light within all your cells. It's not about fear that you will catch a disease. It's about reinforcing your cells so that they can grow into this light body formation. For I shaved my head, Spirit was asking me to do that, and so I did it. But I saw a documentary on TV. There are people that travel around the world and pay thousands and thousands of dollars just to get implants for hair. So it is something that is still important for people, but for me it's going to grow back. What I wanted to say also is that in life builds every day. We create our destiny one day at a time. It is all the action and choices we make each and every day that condition the next day. It's something that in India, the Indian philosophy knows that one day is just a blueprint for the next. One lifetime is just a blueprint for the next. But in essence, what we want to do is to every day erase the blackboard. Just let all your notes, everything, let it all go, so you can let your past plans fall away, and then you can remake new plans, better plans, within every moment of now in relationship to the opportunity that are presenting before us. It is important to be master on holding the light. Ascension is not like once we graduate we can go back to the old cycle. No, we have to be able to hold that frequency, and stars are the greatest example of living beings that are holding a light frequency. They are magnificent beings, and the stars of our local universe, of our area, in association with our own sun, have decided to activate new potentials. They are very, very powerful teachers of light. They are the greatest teachers of light in the physical realm. And so understand that we are made of that. We are made of stardust. We come from the light, and we want this light of this starlight to fill our field and to become only light, to eliminate all shadows within ourselves. And we can communicate with the stars. The stars are living beings. The planets are living beings. That's one of the great illusions that men have created, that we're living on a rock, and the stars is just some kind of power. Electrical or light source, but it's much more than that. We'll come to realize we are interdimensional, multidimensional, omnidimensional, and each the stars are also multidimensional beings. Understanding also that when we master a lesson, we given the time to rest and integrate, but then there will always a new lessons to be mastered. For God will never let us stagnate. He always wants us to grow, to learn, to grow and evolve. Everybody learns, grows and evolves. No matter what we make, no matter what the choices we make during a lifetime, we always learn, grow and evolve. And so education has to be the center, to be open to learn, to know. Like Socrates, I know one thing for sure, is that I do not know. From there I can receive new knowledge, new information. And so I'm going to pull a few cards. It's beautiful day. I wanted to come and make a brief message. Spirit is telling me let's continue to communicate on those subjects. So the highest wisdom is trust in yourself. The Archangel Metatron. Believe in yourself. Listen to your heart. Do what brings you joy. Those three little phrases that makes a lot of sense. It's the highest wisdom. It's about faith, about being fearless also. What we need to understand is justice, which is divine justice, balance, harmony. It's the Archangel Raguel. Fight for freedom and for justice and equality. Judgment in your favor. Do not give up. So it's about hold on. And sometimes divine justice is delayed, but it can never be cancelled. The higher truth always come out. Always there is always. But what we seek is to bring balance into our life, and for that you follow your inner guidance. You trust your soul. You trust your own spirit. What we need to do is the 9 of Ariel, the beautiful Ariel. She's riding a unicorn, and say your dreams are becoming a reality. We cannot have anything for nothing. To love the beautiful things that life offers. So it's about being in the appreciation. Life is such a magical, it's such a miracle. It is completely, Einstein said, all of life is miraculous, or none of it is. But we have to look through the eyes of a child in order to see the beauty, and that there is this divinity within all things and all beings. The more you realize your own divinity, the more you will see it reflected in all other beings, no matter what the level of consciousness may be. And the outcome is the world. Wow. The Archangel Michael, the beloved Michael, a happy ending. The circle is completed. Spiritual fulfillment. So it is all of those things. It is salvation, it is success, it is recognition, it is abundance. It is important to let yourself flow in that direction, understanding that fears are just empty spaces of disconnection. So whenever you see a fear, fears can be a trickster. It can make you believe there is a danger. For some time, fear can tell you of a danger. If you're living in a jungle and then you feel like there's a tiger coming in, the fear will just warn you to be careful or to find a refuge somewhere. But in general, most of the fear, 90% of the fear, are completely illusion that will trick you into believe there is a danger, and as we believe there is a danger, we're attracting the danger. So it's about learning to discharge the fear and replacing it with love and trust that we can walk through the valley of the shadow of death. We shall fear no evil because our Creator will be with us. God is always with us, even if sometimes we feel that He's taking a step, is to recall, to remember, to call on your Creator, your source, and from there all things will become flowing. For the planet is ascending with or without humanity. This physical ascension we used to in the universe, when the being has completed the program, is ascending and it just disappears from the material plane and continues its existence on the celestial plane. But here it is not what we do. We have to bring down this light into the physical body in order to ascend our physical body and all the material world, which has never been seen in our local universe or even in the galaxy, because it is a very rare event to be able to ascend the whole planet with all its population and so it will take a while, because there is a lot of ignorance going on and all kinds of this whole matrix is still going on in the mind of many people, but more and more will come forward in order to communicate this light, and people will resonate to the light and return to their own sovereign self-power. And so it's never been seen before, so it is quite wonderful to participate in such an event that will change the nature of the universe. Not change the nature of the universe, for the universe has always been in eternal love, eternal perfection. The universe of eternal perfection has always been. My master God explained to me that long ago. It appears that it is in expansion, that is growing, but in essence, as Plato discovered, the perfection already existed at the creation, and then there is just it is just a lower energy that goes down in order to manifest experiences. But we're moving towards 5D. 5D is dominated by love, respect, abundance and happiness. Love, respect, abundance and happiness. And from there we find peace, we find harmony. Well, I hope this message was interesting for you. You continue to cultivate your own inner peace, your own harmony, your abundance, your freedom, your happiness, your respect of yourself, of the world, of everybody, and the love that we can, when we put love into things become a lot more interesting. For when we love, love is the most powerful energy of all the energies, if we're going to qualify it like this. Also, I'd say that group meditation are very powerful. For when you pray or you meditate alone, it's very powerful, because you're anchoring divine light within yourself, within the planet, and you send positive thought into the world. But when there is a collective energy, it's like it multiplies the power of it. So we're going to be moving towards a more ceremonial. We're going to be able to move towards anchoring certain energies with certain groups in order to forward. So there's going to be more interaction on that level this year. I'm going to finish with a song. I wanted to pull one more card. The card. This is a boat. It's a painting of a boat. It says one. I'm going to do more paintings of boats, probably. I don't know. Feels like it. So this one I really like it. It works really well for me. And Spirit says I'm going to have a boat really soon, which is like a dream. When I dreamed of that when I was a child, to have a boat, to be able to navigate. I was really attracted to the ocean, but I could never I've navigated, but I could never afford to sustain this kind of engagement. The Spirit says it will come, so it's kind of exciting. In the meantime, I can only paint about boats. And this is a map of the solar systems with the 100 planets, major planets of the solar systems, with Mercury, Venus, Gaia, Luna, Mars, with Phobos and Deimos, Eros, Amor, Ceres, Juno, Pallas Athena, Vesta, Maria, Astraea, Victoria, Isis, Eunomia, Pandora, Hector, Hebe, Chiron, Saturn, some of its moon. For there is a great deal of mystery that will be revealed when we start discovering the solar system. We're going to discover things that are far more amazing that we could ever dream about. The truth of the universe is far more grandiose than anything we can imagine, and this is even pale in relationship to what we'll find once we reach the home of God, the Paradise Center, which is even greater than anything we can find in the universe. And those paintings I'm gonna continue to develop in a much larger format. I'm gonna refine them. I'm gonna do it's not an exhaustive. You can always add more. The mysteries of the universe will continue to baffle our mind for ages. There will always be new things to seek and discover. I'm going to sing this song that it's a song of David Bowie. I've sang it before. It's a mysterious song somewhat, and it went through my mind, so I sang it again. It goes like this. We passed upon the stair. We spoke of what and when, although I wasn't there. He said I was his friend, which came as a surprise. I spoke into his eyes. I thought you died alone a long, long time ago. Oh no, not me. We never lost control. Your face to face with the man who sold the world. I laughed and shook his hand and made my way back home. I searched for foam and land. For years and years I roamed. I gazed a gazeless stare and walked a million hills. I must have died alone a long, long time ago. Who knows? Not me. I never lost control. Your face to face with the man who sold the world. Who knows? Not me. I never lost control. Your face to face with the man who sold the world. I'm going to soon be able to put music into to integrate music into my art. So I'm looking forward to that. Well, I hope you find this video interesting. The card of the day is anger and alimentation. It's about understanding the difference between a soul desire and a craving. For we want to be master. Today is the Carême. We started yesterday, so it would be I couldn't really fast, but it is a good time to fast, like the Ramadan. Those are periods that are given for cleansing, and this is about understanding what we need and how we nourish ourselves as well. We nourish ourselves from physical. It is good to avoid the chemically processed foods, unclean water, but also the emotion we nourish ourselves with. It's important. Emotions are forms of nourishment. So it's about cleansing up, cleaning up, being more integrated, more sense, and to be happy, to be in joy, to be in the receptive joy of the potential of all that we can already see potentially coming before us. If you're not really clear about what's before you, just ask and you shall receive. You will receive through a dream, you will receive through a vision, you will receive through somebody who will guide you in that process. Well, I wish you a wonderful day, wonderful week, and I'll talk to you later. Thank you very much. Namaste.